Alright, hey everybody, what's going on? Needs more drums back in City Skylines 1. A little bit of a change of pace here. We are back in Rusinskiy, and if you remember last episode, we built the university. We also built, we tried to make some bus lines, but we had some issues. Good news, the bus lines are fixed, and there's a little bit, something specific that I want to get done today, so let's go ahead and jump in. Alright guys, yeah, we're back. City Skylines 1. It's been quite a few weeks since I've actually played this game, but I thought, you know what? I wanted to get in here, get another episode. We have a bunch of really nice mods and assets that, you know, we don't have in City Skylines 2. Not that we need them right now, but, you know, it's always fun to kind of go ahead and go back to the old game. And, yeah, we're making some good progress, so I don't want to give up on the city. It is still very much alive, and we have a big project ahead of us today. So, just a recap, you know, we have our third city over here. We have our second city over here. And still a lot of open space that I didn't get a chance to work on yet. And then our first city is looking pretty big right about now. I mean, we got the old town done. And as you can see, we do have some buses driving around now. I don't know what it was, just a little game restart kind of fixed the weird issue that I was having with not being able to put down those bus stops. So I'm glad that that's all resolved and we can actually use those now. You know, that's you know, really good. But yeah, and our university is still, you know, really small, but growing. And I actually would like to, before we actually embark on today's project, I actually want to put down like another university, probably over here. So let's go ahead and build one just real quick, because I feel like for people to go, you know, all the way from here to this university, it's going to be quite a ways. So I think even just, oh man, we have an abandoned building. Probably a lack of education that is usually what causes it right about now, which is why we need our university. So, and I think this one is actually getting quite a bit of, yeah, there's actually quite a bit of people attending this university at the moment. So, I do want to get another one built, just out over here, you know, that way these people can probably travel to it a little bit easier. It'd be something more along the lines of like probably like a, you know, like a state institution, like a community college, you know, a city college, something like that, whatever you guys call it. Over here, we call it community college, you know, just something that's not really a destination. You know, it's not like in a way school, you know, you don't go travel there and stay there. You just kind of commute there. So, and I'm thinking these high capacity ones are awesome. I don't think we need 10,000, but maybe something like, I mean, I don't know. We could just use the default, university. I kind of like the look of this building, actually. It's, you know, kind of old, pretty cool. I know it doesn't really fit in with this city too well. This city is a little bit more modern, but I think having an older university would kind of bring like a cool touch to the architecture and would give us something a little bit different. So actually, I'm going to go ahead and build this just really quick. And I still want to leave a little bit of room for the train line just in case we decide to bring it out this way. Actually, no, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to drag out this train line so that we as like a placeholder, and if we don't use it, you know, that's fine, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So let's go ahead and just drag that out like this, and I'm sure we'll do, you know, some kind of bridge or something in the future, but just for now I like having it diagonal like that. I think it's pretty cool. And then maybe we can have it follow along this tree line here. I think that would make some sense. But anyway, yeah, let's get this built real quick. All right, so there's a little university. It didn't take too long. Also decided to fill out these couple of city blocks right here. Just, nothing too crazy. Just adding on to the city. Now, the big project today, what I want to do is we have been having tons of power issues. And I know we have a pretty substantial, this is not the power plant, it's over here. A pretty substantial amount of electricity production now, but it took quite a bit to get there. We ended up having to expand the coal power plant, add some more transformers, and add this geothermal plant, add some more transformers, and I think, is that all that we've done? I think it is. I think that's about it. But yeah, just, the demands, the energy demands for this region are just never ending. It's just, we have so much to do. So what I'm going to do is we're going to build a, in the theme of, keeping this a Soviet style area, we're going to build a nuclear power plant. That's what we're going to build. So I've been waiting to use this asset for a long time. We have this Dole nuclear power plant by Ronix. This has been on the workshop for like years now. And I've kind of used it in some of my cities before, like years ago, but I've never really built like a full one. And I'm really excited to do this. These are really good quality looking buildings, and the scale of these is just massive. I mean, just look at, for example, like here is the coal power plant, and here's just the size of one of these cooling towers. You look at this from a distance and it's like, it's pretty big, it's pretty substantial. And so I think this is what the region needs. We're going to be able to build this one nuclear power plant and then probably never have to touch power again, because I think the main building here, yeah, this $400,000. Oh, I didn't realize it was $400,000. Oh man, we're gonna have quite a bit of money to spend here, but that's cool. It's all for a good cause, and we definitely need this in the region for sure. But yeah, that's the only big ticket item. Everything else is pretty much cosmetic, and it does produce 2,500 megawatts. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna ever need to touch power supply in this region ever again. Ever. So, but how much does it cost per month? I wonder. Okay, it's pretty pricey, but I think we'll be able to run it, at a little bit. We'll be able to bring our electricity budget down. So we won't, we're going to have an overabundance of electricity for quite a while, I think. But yeah, so in terms of where we're going to put this, so I kind of want to put it a little bit off the beaten path. It's got to be by water, because the way this power plant, it's based off of one in Belgium. And this one in Belgium sits right on the coast because it has this pump that literally, kind of shoots out. I'll probably throw a picture of it up right here just so you guys can see. But see, that pump just shoots out right into the water. And then there's also like a water discharge on the other side as well. So I want to be able to kind of replicate that and have this, be by kind of the main body of water in this map. And so I'm thinking that right about here would be a cool spot. We have a Jaya over here, and then we have this three-way intersection. I'm going to build some highway off-ramps right here so that they can connect to this road, and then that'll be easy commute, an easy commute for our fuel sources, whatever, or any kind of necessary supplies for the plant. They can, come in off the highway right here, and then we'll also have probably a little bit of a town right here, not directly adjacent to the plant, but somewhat close, so that people who, work here will be able to live nearby and, have a good close commute to the power plant. So that's the plan. I'm thinking, like I said, just right here is looking pretty good. And also the land here is really, really pretty flat, pretty easy to work with. So I think I'm just gonna, actually, you know what? Nah, because this is going to be like probably some suburbs. Yeah, so I'm going to keep it here because then this is going to be all farmland. And I kind of want to bring, Najaya out to probably about where this road sits here, once we get some suburbs built and everything. So let's first just level out this land. And I want to level it kind of to where the water level sits, because that's going to be kind of the main... I want to bring that out. This is obviously going to be a massive, it's just, this project is going to be such a massive building, and it's, built to such a big scale. So I want it to be really flat, easy to work with as possible. And in reality, you know, something like this would be built in a flat area. You wouldn't catch anybody building a nuclear power plant on a hillside or a mountainside if they can avoid it. So power lines are way easier to run up the mountains than a whole power plant. So I think this is going to be a pretty good area for this. I know this is kind of steep coming down here, but we'll have, you know, some kind of maybe I'll smooth this out just a little bit, and I'm sure we'll make this slope work pretty well with you know, coming down into this valley, into this area, because that is quite a bit of a slope there. I know it doesn't look like it, but you know, that is all good. No reason to worry about that. So let's just go ahead and clear some of these trees. All right, so I think that our area is ready to go. And if we just kind of pop in here and just take a look at the scale of some of these things, I think that this should be a big enough space for this. Maybe we can clear just a couple more trees kind of out this way here, but this should work. And I don't want to go past here because I want to keep this, you know, kind of for some farmland and stuff or whatever, you know, probably like a little forest. I might not even touch this area, but yeah. And then obviously around this power plant, you know, we'll have some different pockets of industry, some you know, bigger buildings and things too. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into a time lapse and just kind of start building this out. You know, kind of have an idea of what I want this to look like, but you know, we'll just see what happens. All right, guys, there it is. Not a ton of detail, but I think it's just enough. You know, you look at it from here and you get this big complex right here, you know, a few little roads kind of sitting right off the water. I think it looks pretty good. Honestly, I'm quite happy with how that turned out. And just part of it is just the detail in these buildings. It's just, you know, really, really good. I mean, look at just some of these. I mean, this detail is unbelievable. So from a distance, you know, it doesn't look that bad. And a nice sprawling power plant complex. You know, we have a lot of transformers, a lot of power lines coming off of this. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So that being said, I actually think I'm going to call it an episode right there, just because, you know, it took quite a while for me to build this. Actually, it took me, you know, like a little over an hour to get this whole thing all built and everything. And, you know, with the time lapse and everything, I think it's just about time to call it. In the next episode, maybe, you know, like I said, we'll build a little town around here. I don't want to build anything too close to the plant, but I feel like, you know, maybe something, at least on this side of the road, would be a fair enough safe distance away. And probably we'll have we have this train line here. We'll probably have a cargo train, you know, somewhere over here, and some additional industry as well. So I think that'll be a fun little project for the next episode, building kind of another remote, well, not really remote, but, you know, another independent settlement in the region. No idea what I'll name it, but we'll see about that in the future. But yeah, we still have a lot of work to be done, and I am still pretty excited about this series. We have just over 25,000 people now, so that's good. And you know, after this is one major infrastructure project, and I'm sure that we'll have more of these in the future, you know, especially with regards to public transit and everything. But yeah, for now, this is a great step forward for the region. But before I forget, let me actually just change the budget here. I mean, we have 150%. No way do we need that. Oh my gosh. I think we can even do with going down below 100%, to be honest. I mean, we have so much electricity production, which is really good. Oh yeah, even more. Yeah, absolute minimum. We do not need any additional funds for electricity, and we'll bump it up as we see fit. But for now, that seems like a pretty good place to be. But yeah, thanks again, all you guys, for watching. I hope that you are still excited to continue this series. I know that I will be chipping away at it slowly but surely. But in the meantime, go ahead and check out my City Skylines 2 content. I got, a new series up for that, just kind of building the city, just a little low-key fun gameplay, getting familiar with the game mechanics and everything while we wait for the game to be a little bit more refined. But I've been having a blast. It's always nice to kind of sit back and play a little more stripped down version of the game, rather than just having a bunch of mods and assets to deal with. It's nice to just understand how the game works, and even if it's still a little bit buggy, so what? It looks good, and it's still a lot of fun to play. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. And in the meantime as well, hope you guys all have a great week, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode of Rusinskiy and or City Skylines 2. So see you guys soon. Have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye.